Hello everybody. So today we are here in our Tesla Model 3 and we wanted to answer a question that we get pretty frequently from people, and that is just how loud is the cabin when you're driving inside of this Model 3, because you see a lot of different things on the internet. Some people say it's way louder than other types of cars. Some people say that's just an illusion because you don't have the engine sound that is, you know, drowning out the road noise, for instance. So we want to kind of put the myths and stuff to rest and test it out with science, aka our sound level reader. So what we're going to do is get some samples at various different speeds, and then see how that compares to sound samples that we got from other types of cars that this can stack up against, you know, roughly equivalent cars in this category. So we're coming up on a spot where we're gonna do our test at 50 miles per hour. Okay, so we've held very steady at 55.4 decibels at our 50 mile per hour test. And we're going to be testing at 3 different speeds today. So we're going to be doing 50 miles per hour, 35 miles per hour, and then a full highway 70 mile per hour reading to kind of give you a good idea of how this vehicle sounds just cruising through the city as well as on the highway. Okay, so we're kind of on a little country road just outside the city limits, and this is a good 35 mile an hour strip, so we're going to try this again, put it in the minimal function here, and we'll see what we get at 35. Try and keep her at 35. Alright, so we got a nice long sample there. We held at 50.7 decibels. So that's that was your difference, 50.7 versus when we were going 50 miles per hour. So now we're going to be doing our 70 mile an hour test. Finally made it out to the interstate. And for this one I'll try and use cruise control since we'll have room, so I can actually get it at 70. Okay. Okay, so that was a nice long sample there because we were still going down, so I let it keep going. 60.4. So we got 60.4 for the cameras to see. So that's what, that was a 10 decibel difference from 35 miles per hour. Yeah. That's really not too bad. So the next exit is in 2 miles, so we might as well get some. Do it for all you speeders out here. Extra samples, for those of you who want to speed. If we're being honest here. Yeah, for real. Alright. So let me reset this and we'll try again at 75. .2 decibels, so we went up 2 decibels for 5 miles per hour. So there you have have it. There's a few different sound samples. Now, how does that compare to the competition? Well, as you know, we review lots of cars.
Hundreds and hundreds of cars each year.
So we took the liberty to go down the same road in the case of the Kia Stinger we recently did, which it also was priced just about a little bit more expensive than
it was
this,
$39,000. It was a Stinger GT line with the 4-cylinder, so just around the same price, if not a little bit more expensive. $39,000.
Yeah, and what that was rated at was 54 decibels.
Going 50 miles per hour.
Going 50 miles per hour, and that's on the exact same road.
Looks like we're looking at around 54 decibels.
We also tested the Acura TLX 2021. That was on a different road, but equally smooth road. Also at 50 miles per hour, and we got 57 decibels. 56 decibels. 56 decibels.
And it looks like we're going to be sitting around 55.5 decibels.
I guess that's basically the answer to the question in a sense. Is this louder than the things it competes with? Well, the answer is really no.
No.
We're very much in line with what the competition is. A little bit quieter than the Acura, slightly louder than the Kia Stinger. We could, you could bring in different examples, but I really anticipate that they would all be really right there in that same area.
Yeah, and one thing that I do want to point out is that, Tesla's even tried to make a few steps to make it quieter inside of the cabin. Now, of course, this doesn't have an engine, so it probably shouldn't be as loud as something with an engine that's revved out at 2,000 RPM going 50. But, so on the 2021s, they've actually added dual pane glass to make it more insulated inside of the cabin. Now, of course, this is a 20, so we do not have that. So I would only expect, if you were to order a Model 3 right now, that it would only be quieter than what we have with us today. So you'd really be sitting at lower than what an average vehicle at this price point tests at.
If you drive on certain kinds of really, really rough roads, every car is going to be louder, So I feel like some of this myth is just people talking about, different types of roads. You can make a huge difference. Off camera, for instance, we sampled it on an extremely rough road just for kicks and giggles, and we got 70 decibels, which is huge difference at 50 miles per hour. So that's how much difference the road surface makes. So, I think it really, like I said, that really matters a lot, your road surface. So a lot of this is kind of an illusion, but I hope today we gave you guys some scientific evidence, some, real nice look at and answer the question, is it actually louder? The answer is no. So if this was Mythbusters, we would say busted.
But that's going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed this video on the Tesla, there's going to be a lot more where that came from. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. This is our personal vehicle, so we'll be making a lot more Tesla videos. We already have a lot of Tesla videos on the channel. So be sure to subscribe, and we'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.